you're not going to be used to fighting against. And I have to wonder how Ning and Wei Yan are going to match up in this game as well, because we've seen in game number 2, Ning really fell behind Wei Yan on this Olaf. But now, with a bit more of a counter pick in that jungle, I want to see how they match up.
Well, Wei Yan gets the Olaf. That's all that's important here, Munchables. He gets the pick. He's played 3 games in a row now. The pick that has accelerated the game and challenged IG.
Here we go. Game number 3. Rogue Warriors with the kind of tempo advantage from game number 2. They managed to get a win under their belt against the 2018 World Champions. But IG, not a team to be trifled with. And giving them the 2nd loss of this entire split, they're going to be looking for some revenge as Rookie walks into the mid lane pretending to be the shy, trying to mess with Rogue Warriors on who's going into what lane.
Turns into fake Trundle, then moves the real Trundle into lane anyway, so... This is new. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen Rookie on the Nico. Last year, I know I've been referencing 2019 quite a lot, coming back into the LPL, but because we had that massive break, it's important to kind of flash back to the most notable time in LPL, which was last year after waiting 2 months to come back in.
I really love that they are messing about with the Nico, like pretending to be different people, because Ning obviously walks down towards blue buff. It's like, was it the real Ning? Did he really start the blue buff? Obviously, the bot lane is going to be delayed coming to lane, so they will know that Ning did start the blue buff, but I like the idea of it.
I want to point out runes here. Double unsealed spellbook on Rogue Warriors. Both Lei and Crazy have opted in for this, so we got the potential of like a triple smite. Rookie, not the most ideal trade to kick us off, though.
Rookie's getting wrecked in this mid lane by Ruby, and this is one of the powers of Zoe. Does have super strength in the early laning phase. The Corrupting Potion is going to be ticking on both sides of the board.
Playing super aggressively. I mean, we'll heal it up, but Ruby's doing a great job of trading here. And this is just the power of Zoe that we've seen in the LPL. Such a good, safe blind against most mid laners these days. And Zoe manages to shove out that wave early, get pressure. Speaking of pressure, I mean, the Shy's doing the same top side.
Yeah, but this is exactly what you expect when you're playing Ornn into Lucian. Lucian, one of these absolute bullies in the top lane. And Crazy is going to have his work cut out on the Ornn just to try and get whatever farm he can underneath the tower, but he's not going to have pressure until much later in the game.
Opposite jungle starts here as well. Rookie's pushed out towards the mid lane, but Wei Yan is nearby. Still hasn't picked up his red buff, has picked up blue, but we'll see if he can get into this mid lane and really punish Rookie for pushing up.
So when we take a look at where the junglers are kind of moving around in this game, both of them hitting level 3 Trundle and Olaf, both pretty quick clears that they can work with. And it's going to be Ning heading towards the top half of the map this time, with Wei Yan down over towards the bottom side. Ruby could be in trouble as the root comes on through, and that's going to be a good amount of damage down onto him. Ning is just behind him in the mid lane, but I don't think they can go for anything too aggressive just yet.
But also giving more information to where this Olaf is. Puts a ward down deep into wall, sees that it's gone. That means he knows Wei Yan is bottom side and or back to reset. So Ning with a safe scuttle towards the top side. Might be able to impact the mid lane with Pillar. Might be able to set up some better trades here for Rookie, who suffered earlier on. Now he has caught back up with the help of Corrupting Potion, so props to Rookie here. But for Ruby, the mid laner we haven't really talked about, this is the other import coming through. Now, not much is known about Ruby, but he's reasonably fresh to the competitive scene. There's no name behind this mid laner yet, and to both times lane decently against Rookie is a good testament.
Yeah, absolutely, but he doesn't have much mana as Lei and Wei Yan going to come on into the lane. They're going to be answered by Ning, though. They decide that they're just going to back away from the situation. Wei Yan going to help push the wave in ever so slightly. Redemption going to help with that too.
A level 4 Redemption, isn't that nice? Like Zoe, will continue being Zoe, I guess, is going to back after that push as well. I did want to quickly bring out the top lane start here for the Shy. Now, we saw some trading before, but you do see that Shy started Cull in this lane. So the ability to get free trades and also know that you're pretty much going to be farming and harassing. It's a reasonably safe start, but one that you couldn't do if you weren't in a winning lane. Hang on.
Oh, Wei Yan's in trouble. The whole of IG has collapsed onto him. He wants to try and fight a fight onto Ning, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, is it going to happen? The damage almost there. Southwind luckily able to finish off the kill at the last second, but that was a little too close for comfort for Ning.
Low health Olaf makes that pretty darn scary, but at the end of the day, it is First Blood going over to IG, and that's what matters here. And the early Trundle damage does help with that, so The invade doesn't go successfully. Southwind picking up the gold means, I guess it's just an even safer bottom lane.
Certainly going to be safe for them. Crazy doing a good job of farming underneath the turret here, but the Shy going to be able to just layer on the pressure. And you mentioned the Cull earlier. Obviously, he's quite happy to go for the Cull. Doesn't need to double down on damage. He knows he's already got the advantage in this lane. Doesn't need the Doran's Blade to be able to bully. So he gets to go for the extra investment into gold later on into the game. One of the players I'm most excited about to see this game, though, is Puff. Game number 1, he got the MVP. His flash forward aggressively multiple times on the Aphelios kind of did so much in the team fights for the team. This time he's on Ezreal. He doesn't have to flash. He's got his E, so he can be a little more aggressive while playing safe. And obviously, with the Tahm Kench, he's going to be safe in the early stages, and it's going to be a relatively passive lane. But in the meantime, once it gets to the later stages, Puff can really flex his muscles.
This could accelerate him.
I said we're going to have a safe lane. Ning comes on in, but Wuji wants the fight here. Gets a nice route. Has to back away because Ning shows.
Ning's trying to alpha him, but Wei Yan is coming down the bottom lane, so he can't stick around. Manages to get Dragon in the meantime, so that's a big early win here for IG. But for Wei Yan, his ability to get into this lane is now going to be questioned because it is a super safe bottom lane, but here comes TP.
Teleport coming through from the likes of the Shy. They want to fight here, and it's going to be Wuji, the first target, but Teleport will be matched as well. They're on the wrong side. There's a turret there as the Shy is going to go down. Puff flashing to safety. Wei Yan grabs his axe. But Southwind hoping he doesn't get noticed in the alcove. 3 versus 1 as Wuji will be the next to fall. Ning finishes that kill, and now Rogue Warriors outnumbered. Ruby is late to the fight, and the Pop Blossom will get the stun onto Crazy. There's a double root as well, and IG are winning the skirmishes. Lei, though, gets yet another teleport thanks to the Unsealed Spellbook. Ning on the front line will eventually go down, and it's the Ornn to grab the kill. There's a root and a double for the likes of Crazy. Puff will be the last man standing, and Ruby cuts him down.
Unsealed Spellbook is OP. Crazy and Lei have so much utility under their belt, and the fight goes on and on and on, and this Ornn gets more and more fed. Rogue Warriors with another beautiful early game start.
Who on earth is Crazy? What pro player is renamed? Because this guy is a monster. 3 kills on the Ornn, the double knock-up in the fight, and Rogue Warriors making a name for themselves in this series.
And I'm going to have to check because the Shy didn't have TP. I think he used it to lane, so for Crazy, all engines were a go.
The Shy had to teleport as the first TP in that entire fight. He was the one that started it all off on the Lucian.
Well, there you go. Well, for Crazy, he has a Bramble Vest in this lane now. He has the buildings of a Sunfire Cape. So I know we're going to get a closer look at that, but Rogue Warriors really love to test IG in this series. And
this makes it so much more difficult for the Shy now. Obviously, he's against the Ornn. He's still going to have kind of priority in this lane. But ultimately, look how much more armor and health is in the inventory for Crazy. Suddenly, it doesn't become so easy. Although with Ning here, it's certainly going to help. No flash available for Crazy, and I think he's going to go down to the culling here. In fact, it's Ning that bites him down. Okay,
so that's a big turn of events here. The shutdown does go to Ning. Ornn's still going to be much better off in this lane, but this does change things. So for Ning getting back into this game as well, decent turnaround.
And it's very important that Ning has been able to get a bit of a lead in this game, because in game number 2, the one that Rogue Warriors did manage to win in this series, it was all about Wei Yan snowballing the lead for his team. This time, Ning with the advantage in the early game. Oh, Sleepy Trouble Bubble onto Rookie in the mid lane. I don't think the damage is there to finish him off. But Ruby really putting the pressure on.
But it's still enough to force Rookie back. And remember, Wei Yan is here over the wall, has Ragnarok too.
Here we go. This is a dive for sure. Rookie is going to go down, and the Pop Blossom can't even be used. That is pressure. You were mentioning Ruby's one of these players we don't know that much of so far in the LPL. But he's proven he can step up to Rookie.
Laning really well against this Nico pick and punishing what was originally thought of as a strange pick for Rookie.
Now for a 4-man bot play for Rogue Warriors, but against Ezreal, Tahm Kench, I don't think you get a kill here. This could be overzealous.
Well, at least getting the turret plating here from Jung Wuji and Lei. Wei Yan has control, and when the Dragon is a minute 10 from spawning, Rogue Warriors are setting up vision, they're setting up priority. And they're looking to punish the safe lane from Puff and Southwind.
And now, things slow down just a little bit for
the first time in this series. Wow, no.
I was wrong. I was totally wrong. Lei going to be aggressed on as Ning gets the pillar. That's going to be a Big Moonlight Vigil, but Crazy actually getting cold in the top lane. Just about survives. Shy flashes forward. And well, what else do you say about the Shy? He knows that he can win these fights.
Well, he has to at this point. The Lucian really wants to keep this game going. Second kill for the Shy with Blade of the Ruined King, but Wei Yan here, no ultimate available, but needs to land the undertow.
Can't quite find it. Oh, actually he can. The Shy doesn't have flash available. Wei Yan, just get a wail on him with the axes.
Okay, Wei Yan, this series you have me. As a jungler, you are just stepping up to the plate, but that's just a nice little kill. Back over to the side of Rogue Warriors.
And this time he's changed up his build as well. He's going for the Cinderhulk. They are putting all of their eggs in the Wuji and Ruby baskets right here. And you can take another look at the solo kill from the Shy there.
Okay, he's just going to color him to death. I'm not going to give you any color on that one. That's just Lucian going at it.
Dear me. But with the double tank alongside Thresh from the side of Rogue Warriors, these two carries in Ruby and Wuji are going to be very difficult to shut down.
But now we're positioning around this Dragon. We said this before when that bottom lane play came out. It was right after Dragon. This time setting up for Rogue Warriors to tunnel around this objective. Vision is controlled by them, but IG are walking down.
Massive, massive wave there, though, for the Shy to hoover on up in the top side of the map. Doesn't have his teleport available, so if a fight kicks off around this Dragon, he won't be able to join the fray. But the same can be said for Crazy as well. You can see Ning going to start this objective off. And I don't think there'll be a contest from Rogue Warriors.
But Jung Wuji backed. So that's the key factor here, is that the bottom lane backed and Puff and Southwind are able to push it out, but flash over Wei Yan.
Oh, Wei Yan gets the Smite Steal, gets the Lantern. Rogue Warriors won't give IG an inch.
Okay, well, flex on him, I guess. That'll just work out. And that's a big steal. We're fighting again.
That's a miss, though, from Crazy on the knock-up, and the Shy gets himself a culling. Flash from Crazy. Here comes the Forge God as well. There's the knock-up. The Brittle stacks, and Crazy solo kills him.
As an Ornn, that is the big alpha move. You were asking who this top player was. He's crazy, baby.
He absolutely is. And what a performance. The Shy feeling like the pressure's on him, like he's got to snowball this top, and he's not going to be allowed to. Now Southwind going to be rooted on up, but that is huge damage from Puff onto Wuji. True Shot Barrage won't connect onto the carry, and it deters the fight.
Even without the fasting center, you just see the pain of Tahm Kench right now. He's so damn tanky that trades against him don't mean too much in hindsight. Rogue Warriors might be caught out here.
And that's the power of Ragnarok, ladies and gentlemen. Wuji just able to walk away from the fight. But with 3 members strong, IG should be able to take this Herald for themselves very comfortably.
Trouble Bubble lands, though.
Ning does pick up the objective. Ruby gets a bit of damage, but they just can't commit.
And Cleanse used a second time here from Rookie off cooldown. Bottom lane has moved to the mid lane, though, and Lei is fishing alongside Ruby, but Ning has dropped the Herald top, and this is going to be the shove out in multiple lanes.
And most importantly, Wuji is still in the bottom lane right here, so there's no way to contest for these objectives in favor of Rogue Warriors. It means that IG are going to get the first tower of the game in this top side. Crazy will be able to clear the Herald from this point on, but very nice map play coming out from IG.
I'm super curious to see how this mid game goes, because the Shy does have some gold under his belt. He did win this lane out and now has the solo turret gold and the first turret gold as well. So that should be another item coming soon here for the Lucian in the side lane. But for IG getting matched like this, again, we sound like broken records, but IG don't get out-tempoed. IG out-tempo you. That's the whole state of win lane, win game that they have employed for multiple years now.
And when you look at Rookie, going for this Nico pick, it's something completely out of the box. It's something that you don't see on 10.4. And he basically makes a statement by locking that in, saying, I'm not going to beat you in normal League of Legends. I'm going to bring you to my game. So far, 0-2 against the Zoe. It's just not working out. The triple bubble lands. Everything's on cooldown for Ruby. He can't capitalize, but that's a little dicey for Rookie.
Yeah, look, that hitbox, that was a very large circle that was just made of magic. Whatever Zoe throws. I don't know. She's
Trouble?
Trouble, yeah, okay.
Sleepy trouble for that.
She throws sleep. But IG, this is happening again. Wei Yan is really persistent on this blue buff.
He does not want to let Ning have anything right now. And Lei is here to back him up as well. Ruby going to arrive on the situation.
And because Rookie's not there, they're going to keep going for it. Southwind, you cheeky devil. Give it back. Give it back!
Southwind playing Syndra right now as he throws it halfway across the map. But in the meantime, this was all a distraction for Wuji to be able to finish off this tower. He's on that Aphelios, he can burn through objectives.
That was the 500 IQ play. You're saying, absolutely, give the Aphelios some more gold. And for Jung Wuji, second game in a row here on this pick. He's in a reasonably good position against the Ezreal lane. Should be an Essence Reaver as the back comes through here, and we're getting towards the first item around this next Mountain Dragon spawning in a minute 15.
Yeah, and a very important thing to mention about the fights that were happening earlier is Jung Wuji hasn't really been a part of much of the action. Aside from, obviously, the huge battle that happened in the bot lane early on in the game, during the Herald fight, Wuji stayed bot, and he was collecting plates. I think he got 3 or 4 plates to himself before they faded on the map. So he's actually going to be in an incredibly strong state right now. And up against the likes of Puff, Aphelios spikes incredibly hard in the mid.
And look at what he has to work with as well. Crazy is really fed on this Ornn. Wei Yan went the Cinderhulk build we were talking about, and he has his Thresh. So there's a lot of tank frontline and a lot of annoyance that IG have to cut through before they can get to Wuji. So the ability to free hit in these fights is enabled quite easily.
Now Dragon will be spawning in 30 seconds. We've had a little bit of a lull in between these objectives, but now both teams going to be preparing to fight once again. The Shy doesn't have teleport available. Crazy does. And you can see him walking down to contest for this objective. Trouble Bubble lands, but Southwind protects Ning. And now, with Crazy in the bottom side of the map, it forces tempo in favor of Rogue Warriors.
And every time the Shy's not there, Rogue Warriors capitalize. He doesn't have teleport to join this fight, so for RW, straight onto the Dragon, they know IG can't contest, and they're poking them away, seeing if they can transition it into something else.
Very nice control coming out from the side of Rogue Warriors. Pop Blossom, Wuji flashes, but it's still gonna find Lei. Stopwatch though, as Rookie barely gets away. Southwind protects him, but the Inferno gets him anyway. Ning trying to run for his life as once again Wei Yan gets a kill. Crazy blocking the culling, but he might just sacrifice his own life. The Shy doing everything he can in this fight. Wei Yan healed, but he goes down anyway. The Shy still surviving. Finally drops, and Wuji burning through the team. Southwind's alone, and Ruby wants the kill. He'll go to sleep, but not for very long, as he's finished off by Ruby.
How did we not see this Rogue Warriors over the period of the first week and the last couple of days? This is a reformed roster that is smacking IG and punishing them every single fight.
Unbelievable performance here from Rogue Warriors. The team fighting in the mid game is magnificent. And you can see IG don't know what to do here. Rookie being the one to force the engage with the Pop Blossom, but Wuji had his flash available, got away to safety. The stopwatch was there. I mean, let's take another look.
We're going to have to watch this together, ladies and gentlemen, because Rookie gets a beautiful 3-man Tangle Barb, and you think that Puff is able to clean up the rest of the fight. But Wuji is untouched. Wei Yan is such an annoyance, and that Cinderhulk build means that they can't get through him. And even if they do, they use everything to get towards him, while Wuji re-engages, and Aphelios continues to amaze and wonder people.
Look at Wuji. He just walks forward 1v3.
Severum Infernum, when you Q, the AoE damage is so much to deal with, and the healing here is obnoxious. So throw that towards Season 10, but also throw that towards really good team fighting at Rogue Warriors.
Look at the damage. And oh, hang on, Ning's going to be caught up. And oh my goodness. Right before Herald spawns. Yeah. That is a massive pick.
This is more control over to Rogue Warriors, and at this point you're starting to say, hang on, what's going on with IG here? And no, it's all the pressure from Rogue Warriors that are putting them into a corner. And this Rift Herald, that's going to be able to break top as well. So we're going to keep adding more pressure to the list.
Shy's going to find Lei, though. Death Sentence won't land, and that will be this. No, it won't. Wuji tanks the culling, keeps his support alive. Ruby's going to jump over the wall and do a huge chunk. Wuji with the ultimate. Yet another pick for Rogue Warriors.
This bottom lane is working so well together. Blocks out the last bit of damage from Lei, as you'd expect, but you don't always see. The Shy gets punished again. 2 and 5 on this Lucian. He hasn't made the biggest impact, and that is hurting for IG.
This is an unbelievable performance. Rogue Warriors still with a gold lead. They've got the advantage when it comes to the Drakes, and now they've got the Herald as well. they're going to move on towards this top tower. And I don't want to say it too early,
Just
but
say
Hysterics,
it.
do we have an upset on our hands here?
My man, I am apathetics and I agree with you. Both of my personalities agree with you here. IG are the team that are sitting near the top of the table, and Rogue Warriors, the team that was struggling to make impacts against OMG, E-Stars. They got the 2-0 win against Suning, but people put that towards Suning not playing to their limit. So right now, this version of Rogue Warriors looks more towards like a top 8 team that can sit with the big boys in the league, and they're sitting over this big boy in IG.
And this just gives me so much excitement for what is to come for this roster if they can keep this level of performance going. But even just to be able to say that you were the team to give IG their first loss of the season, that's a statement in of itself.
It's a big moment, and if they've already taken down Suning as well, Rogue Warriors will start climbing this ladder. But resetting a little bit here before we get into the Dragon, I think we should take stock of what the biggest change is going to be, and that is Jung Wooji. He's already got a BF sword, and heading towards this Dragon, we're getting closer towards seeing that IE 3-item Aphelios that will destruct even quicker.
Yeah, and you can see he's going for that classic Aphelios build where you do go for the Infinity Edge alongside the Hurricane, as opposed to going for the Phantom Dancer that we saw out of Puff in game number 1. Much more aggressive build, much more damage in these team fights, and that's exactly what his team needs.
And also remember, we have an Ornn on the team, so that's an upgraded Molten Edge. We've already got the Obsidian Cleaver, we've got the Sunfire Cape for the Ornn. It's not 10.5, so we don't have changes, but I'm going to hold because Rift Herald with the charge mid.
That is going to be a tower taken for Rogue Warriors. A little bit of a route onto Ruby, but no follow-up available. Dragon spawning in 20 seconds, and you can see Rogue Warriors move their way over to that side of the map.
IG really don't want to give a Mountain Soul over to an Ornn, Olaf, and a Thresh. It is going to pretty much... Hang on.
Big damage onto Ruby. Puff starting to show his aggression here. Knock up onto Nick as Crazy forced out of the fight once again. Disengaged from Rogue Warriors. Death sentence won't land.
But a lot used here. Call of the Forge God being down means IG can play the aggressors.
I thought someone had just recalled, but they cancel it in the end. There's a hook, though, onto the Shy, and immediately Wei Yan goes into the back line. Ragnarok doesn't keep him alive. Yes, it does, actually. Knock up once again onto Rookie as Crazy goes back in. The Shy's in trouble. Wooji flashes out. Everybody's still alive in this fight as Crazy has a lantern, but there's a hook onto Puff. There's no one to follow up. In goes Crazy to try and finish the job, but the Shy with a 2v1. No, Wei Yan shuts him down. Now Ning pushing on forward. Ruby has no mana to work with. IG are doing the impossible. No, they're not. Ruby gets one. Southwind and Puff now pushing back on forwards. Rookie in the mid lane. Rogue Warriors back away, and IG get priority on Dragon.
One ability landing is the difference in these fights going well for IG and going bad. Puff gets to the back line, and that's what was really scary for Rogue Warriors. But you can see already, Wooji is a threat. They are going to start up Dragon here because Rogue Warriors cannot contest it, so slows down the game a little bit for IG.
So low, though. Wei Yan's going to just about survive the Nico damage. IG do get the Dragon in the end.
Didn't you just miss this? I tell you what, we're going to be really, what's the word? Is it lethargic? No, it's what memory induced, you know, like...
Nostalgic?
Nostalgic. Are colors meant to have the word economy, or is that play-by-play?
I don't know. Well, it's fine. I'll give you that one for free.
I'm feeling nostalgic here, right? You know, our grand return, a best of 3 going all the way. And after that Mountain Dragon was taken, we're in another point where we just wait for the next objective. Baron is available. Rogue Warriors have the vision priority. But right now, I'm wondering what becomes of the Shy in the side lane and what he can achieve while we wait for Rogue Warriors to position.
I mean, the Shy nearly got the 2v1 during that fight, managing to get onto Wooji and nearly Wei Yan as well, sorry. Couldn't quite finish it off, though. Wei Yan managed to get the kill onto him during that one. And realistically, when we look at the side of Rogue Warriors, this game, it's really more about Ruby, which we haven't been able to say in the other games of this series.
Zoe is quite massive, pushes out that top lane turret, gives more space around Baron, and IG pushing in towards the mid lane. Now for Rogue Warriors, they have themselves a smite on Crazy, a smite on Wei Yan, and Lei still has that spell book, but they want to fight instead.
They always want to fight. This is the LPL, baby. It's only a hallucination of Southwind. Wei Yan going to get the lantern out to safety. Tom Kench keeping Puff alive.
I thought that was Rookie coming in. I really got baited by the Tom Kench walking towards him for the big Pop Blossom. But the Shy is pushing out this bottom lane. It's only the Ornn to match for now. But he's got the teleport to go towards the Baron if the fight continues.
Crazy going to be able to clear away the wave here, stop the Shy from pushing on towards the tier 2. Will be able to forge himself an item. It's going to be the Thornmail down in the bottom lane. There is a lot of AD on the side of IG.
Jung Wooji hurts. Let's see an IE. I think the next back is going to net it for him, and there is an Ornn upgrade waiting. He's level 14. Remember again, 10.4, so gets the upgrades at 13, 14, 15, 16, and has only upgraded the Obsidian Cleaver. So we're going to see that in a second. I get excited because I did a bit of homework on my Ornn items, Munchables, but I cannot remember the Trinity Force one. Glad I do not have to do it this game.
Quadraforce?
Yeah, I think that's
probably not.
LCK was calling it Quadraforce. Trinity Fusion. Ooh, that's it. I did it. Never doubt yourself.
I'm not even going to
Color casting 101. Don't doubt yourself. You're always right, except for me.
I'm not going to pretend I know the names of all of the Ornn items, and to be honest, it's fine.
I'm quickly becoming
I'll leave
an
that
Ornn
knowledge to Crazy.
Thank you so much. He's played a great game. Let's not forget that even with a couple of kills going back to the Shy, this game started in the top lane. This started from Crazy 1v1ing the Lucian and Wei Yan affecting it directly. So for Rogue Warriors, I still give them the element of control, but they're positioning around Baron. They're trying to threaten IG to face check, get caught out, and give them the ability to rush this objective.
The Molten Edge has now come through, as you were mentioning before, and so now the damage will be so impactful from Wooji. There is a massive power spike, finishing the IE and upgrading it. If he can get a huge Moonlight Vigil in this fight with Infernum active, he will obliterate IG, but instead, they're going to obliterate Baron. Look at the damage that Wooji can put out.
True Shot Barrage is going to spot them out, though, so Rogue Warriors pull off of the objective. They still have control around the area, but for IG, they're not going to give it over willy-nilly.
Crazy will be able to withstand the damage pretty handedly. Doesn't have any MR, though. Oh,
wow.
Ruby solo. Gets the heal off, keeps himself alive. Now the Call of the Forge got 2-man knockup, but they can't follow it up at all. Death Sentence goes wide. Ragnarok having to be used. Lei gets burst down by the Shy. And now IG start to siege the mid lane.
That was so dangerous. Puff had to flash in the end, but Baron is still there. Down a member. Rogue Warriors have one less smite. And there's a 25-second death timer. He has teleport when he's alive, but how quick does IG do this?
Rookie still has the Pot Blossom. Yeah, always have to keep that ability in mind. In for the fight. This is a 4v5. Make it 3v5 in favor of IG. Crazy barely surviving. Rookie's over the wall and gets one for himself. Ruby does get the... Oh, he's not going to be... Oh, he gets it anyway! He doesn't need the sleep. He just needs the damage. It's going to be Wei Yan barely surviving. Puff gets one more auto to finish him off. And now a TP coming through from Lei the second time this game. Trouble lands onto the likes of Ning. Death Sentence blocked by a minion, but he's onto the Shy. Box gets the slow. Ruby trying to dish out the damage. Another Sentence blocked. The minions are saving IG.
Thank God we got 2 play-by-plays, because that went on for a long time. Ends up still being IG favored, but they have the Baron available. Puff will receive the Trouble Bubble, but there's going to be no follow-up. This Ezreal is huge, and IG are playing around him.
Double flash! Ruby with the play. Now they have to back away as Wooji takes up a Cullen for himself, but they're forcing IG away. They're denying the Baron, and now TPing in from the likes of Crazy, but Ning wants to play first. Puff gets one for himself. Lei now trying to escape. There's no minions to block a Death Sentence this time, but he's not even going to throw it. Crazy on the back line. He's trying to get onto Shy, but I don't think he can catch up, and Puff has got a double kill in the meantime. Crazy walks on forward.
He's got a Thornmail.
Desperate to do it, but I mean, the Shy just kills himself on the Thornmail
But
alone.
IG decision-making, they decide to make the turn instead.
Triple.
Yeah, Puff gets the triple. This Ezreal, I said, is damn big. He's now 6-2, and they're going right back to Baron. Let's go again.
I said it right at the start. I was excited for Puff's Ezreal. He's such an aggressive carry, and he can be even more so with such a safe pick with a Tahm Kench behind him. He has so much damage and so much ability to move around the fight.
And without Jung Wooji, without Lei, with that teleport used before, this is going to go over to IG, and because this Ezreal played so damn well, but also because it's one individual versus the other that is making this game and making this series.
And this is what we wanted to see from Puff. We ain't got time to talk about Puff. Southwind's in trouble. Crazy gets the knockup. This is going to be a kill. Onto the Kench. True Shot Barrage across them, but it might actually be enough to deter them from the Dragon. I don't think you want to commit to that one, Wei Yan. Oh, Wei Yan's in a whole heap of trouble right now. He's going to drop. Lei Has the unsealed spellbook. I don't think he's got time to get over to the smite. Shy getting onto
my
Crazy,
God.
wants revenge, and he barely survives, but Puff now on half health. Pop Blossom onto 2. Wuji goes down, Lei goes down. It's all but over in this fight. Ruby, though, turns it back, gets the shutdown on Puff. And it's a bloodbath in the LPL.
Second triple, another double, shut down, left, right, blood up and down. The Dragon, who does it go to? I think it was IG in the end, but who cares? We have 45 kills in 30 minutes, and even 2 play-by-plays are struggling to do this.
And just look at the scoreboard right now. Ruby is 7-1-7. But the key thing is he was late to that fight. He couldn't impact early enough. Take another look as Wei Yan way overextended.
Yeah, Rookie comes in with a really nice Tangle Bar, but watch Puff. The Ezreal's so big, and with Tahm Kench, he can make the aggressive arcane shifts. Doesn't have him here, but Puff runs away, Rookie runs in, and really nicely done to play through chaos. I don't know at this point. Everyone's just fighting everyone. 1,000 gold, by the way, over to Ruby.
Massive, massive shutdown going towards Ruby there as he finishes off Puff. And most importantly, I want to quickly, while we've got 2 seconds, I want to talk about Puff, because every time you mention IG, you think of the Rookie, or you think of Rookie, and you think of the Shy. But Puff, he's the new guy in the bottom lane, and he is playing so exceptionally well. This entire series, he's been one of the standout players.
People should be getting chills like they did with Jackie Love. When Jackie Love was on Ezreal or his signature Draven, when he was on those iconic picks, people said Jackie Love is a god. And I think over time we will get the same feeling with Puff. He is a lot fresher to the league. He is a lot fresher to competitive League of Legends. But this guy is such a good AD carry. He's a top 3 in my book.
The Colonel reckons that there's only a 40% chance that Rogue Warriors can win this one.
Colonel could
Look
be
onto
wrong.
the hallucination. They're just going to be pressuring on towards this bottom lane. Bear in mind, IG do have the Baron for themselves. The siege will be there, but there's a good amount of wave clear on the side of Rogue Warriors.
But they don't have mid pushing, or they do have mid pushing, but they don't have top lane pushing. Graviton Muse, but Ruby now with an interesting trouble bubble.
I mean,
Trying
if
to find
it lands,
something.
it works.
That's right.
Puff, though, is so safe with Southwind over the wall. In fact, no, that's not Southwind. That's Rookie. Oh, dear. Even as observers, it baits us. True Shot Barrage across everyone. It's actually going to do a lot to Wuji. He's got Bloodline, though, so we'll be able to heal himself back up. And this is just, I feel like they're shooting down a firing range here. They're both in the trenches.
What they can hit, right?
Firing over No Man's Land. Oh. Cleanse available.
This, to me, feels like who's the bigger, who's the bigger boss, right? That almost went south. But, who's the bigger person here? Rogue Warriors, they've defended it well, but Puff Arcane shifting forward.
There is no Baron buff remaining, so the siege isn't as strong. Massive knock-up. They can't really follow it up too well. Ruby going to be able to get the slow, and it's Southwind for real this time. He's going to go down. Rookie gets a slow onto everybody, though.
Almost finds his way in, but
Puff! Puff is a monster. It's 4 versus 4 now. True shot onto Wuji. He's going to go down surely as Puff walking on forwards. The damage is returned, though. Southwind. Oh, no, it's Rookie on the back line. The lifesteal is massive from Wuji. 2 versus 2 now. Both carries survive, and they've each got a tank to work with. Ning doesn't have Subjugate, so Crazy will be basically invincible.
But Puff at this point has been doing more. Wuji takes on Rookie, and that's why this trade now is a disengage from IG. But if Puff gets freedom in this fight, if he has Southwind behind him, he goes ham.
IG only gets 675 gold from the Baron.
That's
you get 1,500 just for picking it up. That is massive for Rogue Warriors, the fact that they're gaining gold during IG's
because they
Baron.
held so well down the bottom side. And again, we have to compliment Rogue Warriors, who we didn't think would get to this point, where that Baron play was negated fully. So now we're just going to reset again. We've got another Baron in a minute 20. The Mountain Dragon that is going to be the soul for IG is up next, and the play to Arcane shift forward. Puff is super confident, had True Shot Barrage twice in that fight, which heavily swayed it. And what I want you to watch here is Rookie coming in, dressed as Southwind, but Wuji just presses Q and heals it all back up.
Yeah, had his Summoner heal available as well, so he's kind of baiting on the back
and has
line
a BT there as well. So there's so much life steal coming through from Jung Wuji at this level 16 point.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's picking up the BT on the back of this fight, so now even stronger with the 3rd BF sword item coming on through. The Death Cap as well, now going to be finished off for Ruby, or upgraded, sorry, for Ruby.
Yeah,
he's going to be
double death
out.
cap. You know, what do we call that item? Death helmet.
It's
like that.
It's called like circlet or something. I can't remember.
Death noblet of
Wooglet's witching cap, we'll call it that.
Yeah,
Southwind is just a hallucination, but the Shy gets onto the tower in the meantime. And suddenly we see the macro game coming out from IG as they get pressure on towards a mid lane inhibitor, and Rogue Warriors are just going to be stopped from recall. It's only Lei that managed to recall. No, Wuji's there as well, but that means suddenly it's a 4 versus 3 in the jungle.
He's on the wrong side of the map.
Ragnarok is not going to help you here as Puff gets yet another kill for himself. Just going to jump forward and finish that one off.
So, 50-second death timer. Baron is available. Rogue Warriors, that is the cost for denying the Mountain Soul to IG.
And that is the power of experience before your eyes, Lei. Once the death sentence, Culling is going to do so much. Crazy's happy to soak that one up.
They're coming in.
Crazy's gone way too deep. What are you doing, man? He's got 1v4 and he's finished off. You're not on Renekton this time. You can't do that.
Massively punished again, and the death timers are skewed. Crazy has 50 seconds, Wei Yan with 20. IG can either go to Baron or push for this inhibitor turret, and it looks like right down mid for now to open the base.
It's possible that they can snowball into a win right here. If Rogue Warriors keep overextending and getting caught out. 30 seconds until Crazy is alive, and I think IG wants it.
Here they come, Munchables, it's your time to shine.
Here we go, Rookie gets the slow onto everyone. There's the root and a Pop Blossom, but 2 stopwatches shut him down in his tracks. The Shy getting onto Lei, but the support is not the one you want to make the play on. Wuji dishing out the damage as Puff desperately tries to carry the fight. Dodges the death sentence, the CC won't land, and Puff desperate to make a name for himself. Ruby still barely dying this game, barely able to be caught, and he will just about to deter the fight.
Puff almost makes it so, though, at the end of that play, but really good defense here from Rogue Warriors. The game goes on at 37 minutes with multiple objectives coming up. We're going to be back to that final team fight of the game.
What a game this has been. The fact that IG have to bring this level of performance to match Rogue Warriors. And Ruby, what a performance from him. Puff is tanking the tower right now. He actually could go down if he's not careful. Oh, Ruby drops though. That could be game. Southwind just about survives from the tower damage. In the meantime, Rogue Warriors, they're trying to do Baron. That's not the play.
Well, hang on. If they can get it fast enough, teleport's going to come through, but no.
They can't
at 5,000.
He doesn't have Crescendum available. They're going to end the game. Ning is going to look for the Baron steal as Baron finally drops.
It's down. Ning's there.
Can he stop the recalls? That's the question. Crazy going to be tanking everyone up. Lei is getting so low, but he survives. Wuji has returned. Ning forced away. Wuji dishing out the autos, just trying to finish off any old kill. Anything will do, but Rogue Warriors can't find anything.
The Nexus is exposed. Puff doesn't have enough mana to see this play through to the end, so they'll defend for now. And IG with a low time Kench, are they going to do it?
Oh, they're going for the back door. In goes Southwind, in goes Puff. What a way to end it all. Puff, the MVP, pushes home the victory.
At minus 200 health.